We appreciate you being willing to take a few minutes for us here.
Yeah, man.
You are doing a tour that is right now. You guys have, what is it, Utah or something you're in tonight?
We have a day off in Utah tomorrow. Yeah. We're actually just finishing up the what we're calling the Carnival of Madness tour, which is probably going to be an annual thing. Maybe not so much with us, but the tour itself. So, yeah, we've been out touring on Sci-Fi Crimes for, almost 18 months now. So it'd be nice to have a few days off.
Yeah, I was taking a look at your tour itinerary. It is staggering, all the gigs that you guys have been doing. Something that's certainly on the minds of a lot of people out here in the islands, Sam, is you guys playing here. Now, just for as a band, it's the first, but you yourself, have you gotten to come here on your own?
No, I haven't, and that's the thing is that our career basically has been, we're in our basically onto our 11th year now, and since we travel for a living, we haven't been able to take vacations and do anything to really see a lot of places. So we don't get away very much. So one of the the things that you can sort of take advantage of is having shows. Sort of, we're going. So where we're going, we're basically staying for 7 days, even though we're only doing one show, and it's what we should do. I mean, it's a place that everybody should go to many times, and I hope that this is going to be, the first of many trips.
Right on, dude. And so do we. That's cool. Yeah, I was combing the Honolulu rock history books, and I didn't see anything from Chevelle, so I know there's going to be a lot of really happy campers.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great, man. I think it'll be packed, and we're going to do a super long set, which is where we've really been at, especially when we don't get to places very often.
You have an incredible sound. For people who are unfamiliar with Chevelle, I just encourage them. It's repeat listens. The hooks really start coming out in your songs. I mean, there are a lot of hooks you guys jam into one song.
Yeah, when you're writing a song, I know that, there's a lot of people that are songwriters out there, and everyone has their own style of doing it. But when we go back to a song, as we piece it together, we look at each part individually. Is the intro interesting? Are the verses interesting? Is the chorus interesting? And is there a real bridge? Is a bridge, is it escalating? Is it elevating the song? Is it actually going somewhere? Is it a song within a song? And you have to look at all those things. And I think it does happen in some songwriting where somebody will end up with sort of one good part or maybe two good parts, and then they sort of connect that with something that isn't as interesting. And I think then when that happens for us, we pull back and we'll hold that song until we can come up with the right part to make it interesting. And that's why we don't end up with 30 songs on a record, and choosing which are the 10 best or so, because we spend so much time on each song individually. And it's not rocket science. We're not saving lives here, but it is our art, and it's very, very important to us that we love every song when we have to be up there and play it every single night.
How ironic that your brother Joe leaves the group and you end up with another family member joining. It's an unusual story. Give us some background.
Well, it's less of a coincidence than people think, because Dean actually we've been friends with Dean for almost 18 years, and we've played in bands together, and lots of shows where he was playing in one band and we were playing in another. And so we've always worked with him because he is a true artist. He's an amazing drummer. Everything I ever learned that was good, I learned from him. And he's just, to be able to pick up the bass and professionally play it it's a testament to just how his brain is, working. And to be able to have that happen was really a dream come true. And we were never in a position where we ever wanted to fire anybody. But when my brother Joe left, it was, he had quit. That was the fourth time that he had quit, and it was past its prime. And when we asked, Dean to do it, he was the only person that we thought to ask. And it's been great. He adds so much to the band musically, but also, in the direction of the art. He, like I said, he did this record cover, and he's done some posters for us, some T-shirt designs, things like that. So, it's all in. He's really interwoven into every part of the band, not only as artistically but as a business as well.
I think that please, when you're speaking with him, if it's not too much to ask, pass along to him my high praise for the album artwork. I think it's fantastic. So much has been done already. It's very hard to do anything provocative. Not that that's what you were shooting for, mind you, but your album artwork is provocative. It's really hip. It's happening. It's the kind of artwork that endures. It's like some of those 70s album covers when me and you were a little kid that are going to last forever.
The artwork itself, I know people are obviously listening to the radio so they can't see this, but really what it is it's a take on it, and essentially it's an open field with some trees in the distance, a flying saucer coming down in the field, but skeletons walking towards it. So really, it was sort of tongue-in-cheek with the name Sci-Fi Crimes, that's how it all came together. It dealt with the idea that, say someone says, I've been abducted, or I dealt with ghosts in my home, in my work, whatever. And so we kind of made it's a little bit of a joke, being that it's sort of a 50s-esque flying saucer with skeletons and stuff. None of it really makes sense coming together, but it makes sense in that it is original, and it is, if you think about what is a science fiction crime, there's so many things, and I think it's just sort of a new term,
Oh, it's such deep artwork, though, dude. And I'll make sure when we put this the replay of this on our website for on-demand action, I'll have a link to be able to get the record, but certainly a picture of it. That's cool how you put it. I thought it was kind of tongue-in-cheek, too, but at the same time, something you said there, it's original. It takes on a life of its own.
It does, yeah. And and certainly people who have had those things, to deal with personally, they think they're real. And I'm not saying that they're not real, but it's just a whole nother take. And it's cool to have something different, and it's difficult to sort of carve a new path. And when people talk about, a band, referencing aliens, it's not very original. But in this way, I felt like it was a different take.